I have an additional share after my recent anecdotal story. And I think a great question that story brought to mind for me was really thinking about how do we treat ourselves? And then what's the result that we get based on how we treat ourselves? And in this recent episode I had with severe neck and head pain, I treated myself with a new level of care, a new level of self-love that I haven't before. I've struggled with pain, a lot of chronic health symptoms for most of my life. And I will tell you, there's a lot of stories and conditioning ingrained there, a lot of that have had to do with self-resentment, seeing myself as a failure, seeing myself as weak, cursing these health issues. And no matter how much, so much work I've done with myself towards self-love, I'll tell you, this recent episode that I had, I showed myself an even greater level of self-love that I don't think I had during an episode. And that was just to really be still with myself, to be tender, to lovingly explore the faculties that I did have available to me during that time. And yesterday I was in a lot of pain, but it honestly was a very peaceful and enjoyable day in many ways. Even though I was in and out of severe pain episodes during the day. And as I described in my story, I really feel that taking this time with myself, I came to a new level of consciousness, embodying new ways of being, which is a great gift. When we really embody these things, when we shift our consciousness, when we see things that we didn't see before, we don't unsee them. We get to keep that. We get to walk forward with that. I have found these things are so worth taking time for. These things are so worth showing yourself and treating yourself with such love and grace and compassion and kindness when your body is asking you to stop and slow down, when it's asking you to pay attention. And what I see has become very common in our culture is that when our body starts screaming at us, we have severe pain, we're likely to go seek assistance or support from a medical doctor, or go grab for a Tylenol, or we grab for, this is what I used to do in the past. I'm going to grab for as many natural remedies as I can, and I'm going to pile them on. I'm going to call my chiropractor, and I'm going to book a massage, and I'm going to do all these other things. And for me, all I did yesterday is I just created loving space for myself. And in no way am I recommending for people to not do those other things. Listen to your body. It's not to say that we don't ever need those other things at certain times. I've come to a level of communication and comfort and understanding of my body that I knew yesterday that all it was asking for was space. And I think many of the times when we grab for outside assistance, or we try to distract ourselves away from what our body's communicating to us, that really all it's asking for is attention and space. And so I think it's a really interesting question to ask is, how am I treating myself through this difficulty? Through this communication method of my body? Am I treating myself well? And maybe that doesn't mean it it doesn't mean, okay, I'm gonna go do a day at the luxury spa or whatever, but it's like, can I just take simple, loving space for myself? Can I be with that? And when I take that space, maybe a bunch of my BS comes up to the surface, a bunch of stuff that I needed to see. Can I let myself see that? Can I let myself be with that? Can I let myself be with the challenges that come up when I take space? The challenges that come up when my body is asking for me to pay attention to something, because they will. It does. I had a bunch of stuff come up for me to look at and inspect over the past couple days, and to release. And so anyways, just wanted to share that question. How do we treat ourselves, and what's the result that we get to when we do treat ourselves differently? And that's what I think is something I really learned over the past couple of days.